What's up, my people? Appreciate y'all checking us out tonight. Welcome. Hey, the Glory Stories, Glory Sports. Appreciate y'all checking us out. Shout out to, the Glory Stories. Big ups to the forgiven ones, the forgiven sons. Everybody supporting what we got going on. I'm kind of adjusting my screen a little bit so y'all can see what we're talking about. I'm going to back it up. But yeah, hope y'all feeling good. Spirit been telling me, as we always do, we keep the main thing the main thing. I'm gonna pray it in. So anybody familiar with the Lord's Prayer, or if you're not, it's your introduction. This is how we typically gonna start off anything with the glory stories. This is how we typically start off everything with the forgiven sons, all that. So let's do it. Our Father, who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done on earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our trespasses, as we forgive those who trespass against us. Lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom, the power, and the glory, forever and ever. Amen. If you're not familiar, that's how the Lord tell us to pray. Right? So if you be like, I ain't never prayed before, I don't know how to pray. Hey, you just learn, right? In Jesus' name, though. You must pray if you definitely trying to get connected with them the right way. But yeah, I hope everybody's feeling good. Again, appreciate y'all checking us out this season. If there's anything that you all want to drop in the comments, feel free. If you haven't, again, subscribe to check out any of our initiatives or anything like that. Head over to forgivensons.org, and you can check out everything that we're doing, as well as if you would like to support any of our causes, initiatives, student athletes, as well as our situational homelessness contribution. You can donate there. Would be greatly appreciated. Definitely could utilize the support. However, if you also would like to join, chop it up, you can as well on forgivensons.org. We got a link there. You can contact us, get connected with us, as well as join if you're a Christian athlete. In addition to, if you would like to join, if you're not a Christian athlete, you can fill out there as well. Christians primarily, are what we connecting with our body, but I'm saying in the sense of if you're a Christian and you're not an athlete, you can fill out the glory story original form there. So it's nothing, no difference there, but yeah, we'd love to have y'all chop it up and connect with us. But today just wanted to hop on here and discuss. Felt like if you haven't watched our last pod, go check that out. Kind of introductory, kind of give you a little insight into how we do stuff here on the Glory Sports. Get a understanding of how our layout goes, as well as some of the things that we'll be talking about. But to give you some perspective, this just is really the platform for Christian student athletes. Give you some insight, as well as if you're connected in the athletic realm and you're a Christian, this is the platform for you. So, if you looking for something else, that's not really what we got going on right now. You come to this platform, that's what you're gonna get. You're gonna get people, you're gonna get coaches, you're gonna get players, former players, you're gonna get business people, doctor, whatever. Like, you're gonna get them all. But at the foundation, we're trying to get the student athletes some tools to help them navigate their transition, their processes. We know that it can be a scary thing sometimes. We've been on an island of our own sometimes. If you're not familiar with me, as you see in the back, kind of underneath right there, I played football, at college, played Clemson, as well as you see right here, a little bit East Carolina as well. My brother played professionally, East Carolina in the league. So I've just been around sports all my life. So when I say we, I'm speaking to I got some, I got some I would say some play in the game. Like I got some in the a horse in the race. I'm not just somebody just talking from what I seen or what I've heard. I've been out there. I've done it. I've been on that walk along with you all, as well as you know, before you all. So uh, just sharing the experience. Feel like we needed to be able to connect and be able to have this platform. So that's what we're doing here on the Glory Sports again. So this is what you're gonna get. You're gonna get that type of vibe. You're gonna get the glory of the Lord, glory of Jesus. Uh, as well as some tips and how we can stand firm in that, to help you become the best athlete, as well as to give you a body to stand firm in the faith, be around a community fellowship. God says that there is strength in fellowship, there's strength in community. So as well as there's strength in the body. So we gotta have that. We gotta have people that are really in the body, really out there living for it, as well as connecting and pushing and preaching the gospel the right way. So yeah, so welcome. All right, today just want to chop it up a little bit. If you haven't, like I said, checked out the last pod, it was an introductory. We did a 2-minute. This was kind of giving, just allowing people the opportunity to get some questions in there. We got some questions coming in at the end on this one too, but we spoke more to just kind of introducing holistically, like what it kind of mean to be a Christian student athlete, right? What it means, and how to really, so certain things that you're gonna run into in regards to um, using your gifts, um, and things you may endure when you are going, against the coaches, or not. I ain't gonna say going against because you're working together, but I just spoke to more of the politics. You ain't going against coaches, but just saying things that you can run into and encounter as a player, and not just coaches, but at school. Going against those things, the adversity you may face, your peers, your community. So all of these things were kind of introduced high level last pod. So if you want to, you can go check that out. But tonight we're gonna really just I felt the spirit based on the word. Uh, lead me to speak to the more so just providing some tips on, how you can be effective on the field, off the field, as well as how you can be the best version of yourself. So really today we're going to just really speak more to what's the best way to do that. And just gonna drop a little tips, and what I titled is just know what you're doing. You have a lot of different things you're gonna run into, and people like to ask the question like, how do you do this? How do you do that? How were you effective? How did you play early on? How did you make it to college, or how did you get recruited? All that, at the root of it, just really just it boils down to knowing what you're doing. Be a student of the game. You hear people talk about that, but it may be cliche, but it's really the truth. And not even just like, you ain't got to be like a freaking Einstein in the game, but you want to maybe work to be at that type of level. But you'll be surprised at how many people overlook the fact of just knowing what you're supposed to do. Like in ball, and I speak to football, and I play basketball as well. If you didn't know what you were doing, it's almost like you know your 1-5. Coach would say, and the coach used to say, know your 1-11. Just do your 1-11. Just do your 1-5. Like on this play at this moment, what you supposed to do? When you see this, what are you supposed to do? And when you do that, when you start becoming comfortable and confident in that, you will begin to, for one, act out what you know, right? So you got to know, if I know to walk here, Then I got to start beginning to walk, start in my mind first, right? So once I start doing that, I start being able to be productive and start producing, right? So that's the first thing, and that really, and again, just to get some context, I'm speaking more so from what I read. I'm sorry, what I read this week, or I ain't gonna say I've been, meditating on this week. Read earlier, but continuing to read a little more. But I'm in Proverbs, so in the Proverbs, essentially it's two. An intelligent heart acquires knowledge, and the ear of the wise seeks knowledge. And then we have another: let the wise hear and increase in learning, and the one who understands obtain guidance. So they'll be like, people, and this, like I said, people ask like, how you play early? How did you, become a great player? How did you do all these things? Well, I just knew what I was doing, right? And again, that's on and off of the playing field. Whatever space you're in, I encourage you to just take time to know what to do, right? Like, it's almost like you think about it, like some people be like, man, again, like I may be sounding redundant, but if you think about it, like, what good is talent if talent don't know what cute? You know what I'm saying? What good is it to be talented in something if I can't walk and chew bubble gum? Like, it's almost like you got potential, no performance. You got potential, with no productivity. You see what I'm saying? So like, yeah, they always could be this, or yeah, you know, they got potential to be this, but it's like, how long are we going to continue to keep saying like, oh, they got potential, they got potential, they got potential? And just to give you some game, y'all probably experience this a lot. You will experience this. Again, the politics of the game, that's going to go. This is more so giving you tools into how to individually feel and remain self-motivated and to stay self-confident during your walk and during your journey. So I'm saying, one thing that you can do to start to develop that, enhance that, as well as to be confident in that, to be confident in yourself, is to just know what you're doing, right? It's like, once I have a test coming up, it don't matter what nobody else come. If I study for the test, it don't matter if anybody else say like, hey man, what you think about the test, or going into the test like, man, I'm nervous about the test or whatever. Like, you personally gonna be like, oh, I'm straight. I've been studying, right? Just think about that. Like, if you studied for something and you've been putting in the work to learn it and know it, to have knowledge of it, you're more confident when you going up against it. Same thing in regards to when I'm in this field of play. It don't matter what the coach doing, don't matter what's going on around me. At the end of the day, I know what I'm doing. So I know whenever they decide to not play me, whenever they decide to start doing whatever their politicking is, or when things hit the fan and it seems like, something ain't going right, deep down, I know personally, well, it won't me, because I knew what I was doing, right? So I'm gonna say that, like, because again, what good is talent if they don't know what it's doing, or you can't execute? Because everybody's going to be talented. Y'all are seeing that now. If not, you will see it. Everybody will be talented. The higher you go, everybody will have talent. Everybody has something that they got just a little bit. There's going to be people more talented than others. That's just a fact of the matter. That's simple and plain. And but at the same time, the majority, will not be the same, right? Like, you're gonna have a couple people that's just, they just bigger than everybody. They just faster than everybody. It's a couple of them like that. But the majority of people, they're gonna be about the same. Everybody gonna be equally, I would say, equally talented. Like, those other things are just physical attributes, right? Like, some coaches, you'll realize they'll say like they deem fast as being more talented than somebody. No, you're just faster than that person. You don't have more talent than them. That's just a physical attribute that somebody has. They'll say they'll deem talent as being taller than everybody. No, you're just taller than everybody. That don't make you more talented than everybody, right? What makes you more talented than everybody is your ability. The fact that you can get the job done, one. So I feel like that's knowledge. And then secondly, being able to execute and to be able to do it at a consistently high level. And when you say high level, that means just doing what you're supposed to do, in my eyes, right? Because I can't execute at a high level if I'm not getting it done at any level. So if you're executing something and it's getting done, it's at a high level. You see what I'm saying? So like you'll run into that too, and you may be familiar with that. Some coaches will be like, yeah, this person is more talented because they are stronger. No, that person's just stronger than everybody, dog. They might just been born with a freaking dad or somebody in their family that's all they did. They just lifted weights. He just born that way. Like that's just his gift. Like God just gave him that strength. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like the Hulk, just because he's stronger than Superman, that don't make him a better superhero than Superman. Right? Like, and vice versa. Just because Superman you know, is fly, that don't make him a better superhero than the Hulk. So it's like they both talented though. You know what I'm saying? It just depends on what the preference is of the person. So yeah, just want to encourage you, start there by just knowing what you're doing, and understand that just like in any phase of your life, knowledge is power. Knowledge is the power, right? So that's why I say start there. If you're feeling like you're lacking confidence, or you're feeling like they're trying to take your confidence because you're running into stuff, just slow it down. Get into, I'm about to say the word, which you should be, but additionally into your playbook and whatever your studying is, right? So that can help you be more confident in yourself to know, like, I know what I'm doing. And anything that's happening around me, I'm slowing my mind down and I'm sharpening my mind because I know what I'm doing. I'm taking the time. I'm watching tape. I'm doing all these things just to increase my knowledge. Because, like I said, like some of these people that are talented in the coach's eyes, like that are faster, that are stronger, you know, they may just run, like jump higher or whatever. They may have some little physical attribute, or they would consider one athletic attribute that is more elite than someone else, you know. But you'll realize that some of them, they kind of hinder themselves, or you may run into it. Some of them are going to be elite, you know. They may be just great. You got great athletes out here, right? But some people are going to be hindered because of the fact that they don't study. Like they don't know what they're doing. Like you running fast, but you're running nowhere. Right? You're just running fast, or you are very strong and you are, you know, pushing people, but you're pushing them nowhere. You know what I'm saying? So like, just understand that your knowledge is power, because people are gonna process things differently. Every area, everything that you do, people process differently. Knowledge is power. If you know what you're doing, if I can process how to do it faster than someone else, then I should execute it faster than someone else. I can begin now to anticipate what's going to happen because I have confidence and I've studied and I understand that I'm processing this faster than someone else. So I'm going to naturally be faster. So that's when my mentality, my knowledge begins to catch up and close the gap in those talented competitions where I don't have the same physical attribute, and I'm able to execute and make up for because I can get to point A to point B faster than they can physically get to point A to point B, because I can already know they're going to be from point A. So just know that, because again, when you are competing, you're in this space as a Christian athlete. It's one of the hardest things, is to learn how to early on to get used to that, because you'll get there. You're gonna be you know, you may be coming, and I'm speaking from people that they can go to middle school to high school. You may go from high school to college. You may go from college to the pros. Same thing. Like every time you take that next transition, it's constantly something where you feel like, I'm trying to go prove myself. I'm trying to accomplish something. I'm trying to make the team. I'm trying to be the best. So every time you take that jump, everybody is going to be just a little bit better, supposedly. Anyway, you know, it's supposed to be a little bit better. I feel like college, that's the most talent that you kind of gonna run into, like, because you know, the higher up you go, it gets more political. Like, you know, I personally feel like every people will say this, but the best athletes or the best players, all of them are not playing in the professional leagues. They, I mean, you have good players there. Don't get me wrong, no disrespect or not. I got friends and people playing professional sports. So yeah, I feel like they're talented people. But there are people that I feel that are more talented than some people that I know that play professionally that are not playing professionally. So I know both sides of kind of the coin there. So I just said to say, I feel like collegiate, you got everybody coming that earned a scholarship and they come from different areas, you know what I'm saying? And when you go and you can play at a high level and you can out compete and beat out a kid that, is from a different area than you and y'all all were supposed to be ranked or whatever, then I feel like, it's more of a thing. And, but at the same time, it's politics everywhere and there too. But just be confident in that. Don't let them kill your confidence. That's what's gonna happen. They're gonna try and kill your confidence because you'll start to and you'll do it to yourself. You'll start thinking like, man, I ain't that good. I ain't this. Like, don't get that in your head. Just slow it down. Learn what you're doing. Know what you're doing, and then go from there. If you're going from 5th grade to 6th grade, you may not have a film thing, but if you're going into middle school, just learn what you're doing. Coach say do this, just do that. That's it, right? Just know that when he calls B, I do this. When he calls A, I do this. When he calls C, I do this. And then as you start learning it, you can start learning, okay, I know what I got on A. Now what the person beside me has in A. And when you start being able to break down and decipher what your colleagues or teammates are doing, then that can make you automatically know, okay, this is what I should do. Like, it all starts going together. It's a move. All the moving parts start coming together. So if you're going to middle school to high school, first thing, just learn what you're doing. Just slow it down. People gonna be out here working and be putting in this work, getting with trainers, putting up videos, all that stuff, man. Just know what you're doing. Like, just do that. Like, just start there. Everybody putting in work, but ain't nobody putting in the extra work. Now that little extra 20 and 30 that mentally sharpen your mind, everybody ain't doing that. I promise you that. Because you think about it, everybody will feel like, okay, I need to go out there and run a little extra. I need to go out there and do these drills and all that. Well, when you get to the practice and stuff like that, y'all gonna all do drills. Drills are drills. Like, everybody can do drills. But everybody ain't getting coached by somebody that know what they talking about. You feel me? So that's a mental thing. Like, everybody gonna be doing drills. You gonna be doing drills, this and the third. But everybody ain't getting coached by somebody that has told them or gave them a little tidbit to help them be better than everybody else. And that's what separates you. When you think about it, when you studying for a test, like, you studying, everybody studying for the test. But I remember back in the day we had the math. They went through the calculator. I don't know if they still do it, but the graphing calculator. The person that always did better was the one that knew, like, how to put the formulas in the graphing calculator. While we writing them out, they was back there, boom, 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 like, knocking out the questions. So, like, it's the same thing. Like, you can practice you can rewrite the formula or whatever and do all that stuff. But, when you learn how to, okay, if I got the formula, I got X equals Bloom, right? How do I flip it to go, okay, X times Boom equals Boom, and then 1 times or 1 divided by X equals Boom, right? So I'm just saying that to say you are doing the same thing, but you done changed the denominator. You done changed it. So you doing the opposite. You're doing multiplication, and then to learn it better, you do the division of it, right? So you're talking about from a math standpoint. That's what I'm saying. Like, you flip it. So now when I'm able to flip it, I can understand it better. So it's the same thing on the in sports. Like, coach say do this. I know what I do this on this play. Then what is my teammate doing on this play? Like, what would the offense do on this play? So if I know what the offense is doing, I know what the weakness is, then I can be better because I can take that weakness away. So again, you'll start realizing that And again, I just got told some, about the whole training thing. Stop. I want to say this. Stop training with people that have not done what you're trying to do. Let me say that again. Stop working out, learning, and training with people that have not done what you aspire to do or have done it at a higher level than you aspiring to do it. If I am sick, I'm going to a doctor to get fixed. I'm not going to a chiropractor. I'm not doing that. I'm not going to go to a engineer. I'm going to a doctor. They have done at the highest level and effectively met the requirements to be considered an MD. I get treatment from an MD. I don't go again to those other specialties when I'm sick. So when I'm developing as an athlete, I go to someone who has effectively met the requirements to be doing and teaching me what I am coming here to receive treatment for, to develop. Too many people out here coaching and treating ineffectively because they have not met the requirements. So you're learning, you take that to a college level, you're learning things from people that haven't even done it at a college level. That's crazy. And why would that help you? How can that help you? You're in a hamster wheel. Like you're going in a circle. Like you know just as much as that coach is teaching you knows. You know just as much as them because they haven't done it either. That's like me trying to go and be a doctor. I don't know more than a doctor. But if I went to someone that is also a coach that is saying they haven't went to school to be a doctor either, well, we know just as much. Me and you just gonna do research. Who can read more? Like we haven't done no medical practices. We haven't done anything like that. No exams, no licensure, nothing. So it doesn't matter. Like why does my word hold more weight than theirs? So it's the same thing. If you get trained by somebody that hasn't done what you are aspiring to do at the highest level, then why waste your time? Like get out of the whole social media hype. Get out of that, man. Get out of the whole wanting to be seen. You got to kill that now because when you go to college, it is not going to be what you thinking it's going to be. Like I remember when I was in school, we weren't even supposed to be on social media. I guess now with the NIL, you can be, but all I'm saying is it's not going to be that, man. It ain't going to matter. Like you're going to get there. You got to do what you got to do. And when you factor in politics, it really probably ain't going to matter. You feel me? Like it's out of your control at that point. But what you can control is what I know and preparing myself the best way possible by getting around people that have done it at the highest level and they know the intricacies to give you a little tidbit of insight to make me that much better than someone else. And I don't even say that much better because it may not be that person may be getting knowledge as well, but I'm in a position where I am in the mix with everybody else. Then God can take care of the rest, which we as a Christian athlete can lean on. He'll carry the rest. All I got to do is just be in the mix. Physically, all I got to do is be right with everybody else because God gonna take me the rest. He gonna give you what you need. He gonna give you the strength to endure the politics. He gonna give you the strength to endure any type of physical ailment, any type of mental ailment, any type of things that you feel like you may encounter. He gonna do that. So either way, us being with him, we got that. He gonna take care of it. All we got to do is be in the mix. And once you start getting closer to him, once we in the mix, you're gonna become even more confident because you like I said before, if I got God on my side, if I got him, why would I fear you? Like, why would I fear you? You're not better than God. You're not better than Jesus. You're not. Like, there's nothing that you can do. There's no physical attribute that's going to impress me to make me feel like you're better than Jesus. So I'm looking at you like, oh, you another human being. Like you flesh, just like me. You walk just like me. You gonna run just like me. You have a heart just like me. But I feel like mine might be a little, more I would say connected, possibly. I don't know. I can't say that. But I would feel like that because I've been putting in the work to study and get connected and know what the word says, as well as mentally, I feel like I'm in a position where I feel like I'm comfortable because I done took the time to study and know what I'm supposed to do. So why would I feel like you're better than me? Why would I feel like I'm nervous to go against you? I don't. I'm ready for the competition. I'm ready to do what we got to do. I'm ready to get it done. Again, an intelligent heart acquires knowledge. So if I have an intelligent heart, I'm going to seek out the knowledge. I'm going to go and take that extra time to study. I'm going to go and take that extra time to learn what my teammate, what the other person is doing. I'm going to go into the extra time to know what, again, God is telling me to do in this situation. I'm going to go and take that I'm going to go and take that time. And the ear of the wise seeks knowledge. So I'm going to go and ask somebody, again, like I said, stop being trained by people that ain't qualified to do and speak on what they're coaching on. Again, if I'm sick and I want to learn about becoming a doctor, I'm going to go to a doctor. I'm going to go to a PA. I'm going to go to someone that is qualified in that space to receive counsel into how to become a doctor. I'm not going to the engineer. So it's the same thing. Like, and the ear of the wise seeks knowledge. I seek knowledge because I know where to get it. I seek knowledge because I know a resource to go to. So be locked in on that. Know that. And then again, what else the Proverbs say? Let the wise hear and increase in learning. So therefore, right, I gotta listen to increase in learning. So when I go and seek it, I'm listening. I'm pulling out the things that I feel like can help me that I don't know. Like don't be ignorant to the fact that you got knowledge already. Like, don't go ask somebody something you already know. You know what I'm saying? Granted, that if you go ask for something else, somebody be gracious enough to listen to what somebody's saying? Yeah, but you know what to take out. Like, understand that when you go and ask and seek, then in turn begin to listen. Begin to listen and learn. Begin to notate things that you feel like you were going there and asking for, and then the proverb said, and the one who understands obtains guidance, right? So therefore, once I listen and take what I need to take from whoever I went and sought after to get the information from, again, somebody that's qualified in what I'm trying to do and aspiring to do, then once I interpret that and understand, okay, this is what I was looking for, then I in turn know which path to go on. Again, in addition to understanding in those moments of adversity or things that you feel like you teetering on, trying to figure out what decision to make, then I can lean on the word and understand, just like this proverb is saying, the one who understands attains guidance. So I go out and seek, and I go out and listen and hear from the word of God to know what decisions I should make, and to be confident in understanding of the knowledge that I have acquired, and to be able to discern in these decision-making processes. So I say all that to say, if you're an athlete, just know what you're doing. Be confident in it. Know and understand your stuff. Everything else, it'll take care of itself. Know what I'm doing, period. Know the answer and go in it. Know the answer and walk in it. Know the answer, run in it. Know the answer, be confident in it. And everything else will take care of itself. If they come to you and they ask you this, know the answer, period. Know what I'm supposed to do. And everything else, you can be confident in that. Because when politics come, you ain't got to worry about none of that. When players messing up, just be focused on what you got going on, because you know what you're doing. Continue to walk in it. Because the politics, they're going to be what it is. You ain't going to control none of that. But what you can control is knowing your stuff. And when you know your stuff, you can be confident in everything else. You can know that I know I have done nothing wrong. I have not failed and underwhelmed, or I haven't done what I'm not supposed to be doing. I have done everything. I have put my best foot forward. I know what I'm doing. When they call on me, I'm able to go. I know everything else that's been going on is all on them. It's out of my control. It is something that they are battling with. They are playing around with. That is their politicking. At the end of the day, I can be confident in that, and I can rest in that, knowing that I know what I'm doing. You call on me, I'll show you. Point blank, period. So that's the start. Get to studying, know what you're doing. All right, we're gonna transition to our 2 minute, man. I had some people come up with some questions. If you, like I said, if you check out the last part, you know what I'm talking about. maybe let's see the questions here. The 2-minute drill you see here. If it's a little longer, I'll just call it the quick hits, just to try and allow people the opportunity to get some questions in, get some athletes some insight. You can submit the questions on at the Forgiving Sons on Instagram. You can DM them, or you can DM them to the Glory Story Sport. Whichever one, and then we can get those answered for you. And as well as if you comment and you participate, you gotta be subscribed though. We got some perks and stuff like that too. For your support and things like that, just to kind of continue to help us, man. We're trying to learn what to talk about, as well as we speaking from first off what God tell us to say, but I mean more so like what y'all dealing with. We want to have some people on here that got some, we want to be definitely being productive, give y'all some free game. Like, this ain't nothing that I ain't experienced personally, for sure. So I ain't speaking on nothing I don't know. I ain't speaking on nothing on it I ain't experienced. It's all from what I've experienced, how I interpret it, what my experience was, how I feel like God is leading me to communicate this. So this ain't nothing that nobody, no shade or anything like that. This ain't me just, again, speaking to, like I said, this ain't me being the engineer trying to speak on doctor stuff. This is me being a former athlete, collegiate. Currently still, I consider myself an athlete. I'm in that space. I still train guys, all that, coaching boys, everything. So, still in that space, but, so I'm speaking from a position of I've done it at the highest level. And, so it's just stuff I know. So let me see these 2-minute questions again. Submit the question. You can get them. If you submit them to us, I can get them on next time we go live, man, our next pod. So just try and get them in there as many as possible. I try to just to keep it as time consuming, not so much time consuming where it's like just over the head. But anything I don't get to, or try and get to it the next time. Why is it seeming like, hold up, what were the questions that somebody sent me some? All right, here we go. Cool. All right, this is our 2-minute quick hits. If it go over 2 minutes, that's just I may talk a little bit, but I'm gonna try and keep it as quick and straight to the point as possible. All right, so question number 1: how did you choose your degree? Well, I chose my degree because I've always just been interested in, again, being an athlete. I've been interested in sports. My degree was in health services administration. I always wanted to have a organization, or I would say center for student athletes to help them as they transition, as well as to help them navigate the adversities and things of that sort. So to help them develop, holistically. So that's why I chose my degree, health services administration. So I want to be more so on the business side of healthcare. And I have a master's in health care management, an MBA. So that's how I chose my degree. I was interested in sports, and I loved health. I loved the health of sports, knowing how to help people, as well as wanting to potentially have my own organization at some point that does such. So that's how I chose my degree for college. All right, and then we got another one. Was school hard? Well, if we talking high school, I would say high school was a little, as you got older, the SAT probably about the hardest thing. And you're taking different maths in high school. So I enjoyed math though, but I know that it was a challenge, that, it's a challenge a little bit. So I would say that. But middle school math can be hard too. Like, I think anything math related can be a little challenging just because there's one answer. I love it, but I know how math can be a challenging course for a lot of people. I love math, but to answer your question, school was not hard. School was something that just required time management. So it's something in college as well. It's something that requires time management. Like, you have to find the time, and not even so find the time, you have to prioritize the time outside of everything else So cutting time from your friends, cutting time from playing the video game. I play a lot of games, as well as cutting time from maybe deciding to put that extra physical work in. Now I got to put that extra mental work in, right? So I got to make sure I get my study hall. I got to just find and connect with people that are good in school, or they're able to put a little more time towards that particular thing, right? Like so when I encourage, just get connected with people that are in school as well. Like that, like you're not alone. There's other people in school. You know what I'm saying? Don't feel I would say nervous about asking somebody else, like, can I connect with you? Can I study with you? Or like, did you do Miss So and So assignment or Mr. So and So assignment? You know, I got these answers, but I don't really know about them. Like, I just want to run them by you, and then don't be cheating. You feel me? But go out there and just try and, like, man, utilize your resources. Like, people, just ask for help, right? You have not because you ask not. That's what the old wise tell. I kind of, believe that a little bit, because you can ask people and they still won't give you nothing. But I just say that to say, man, like, school ain't hard. It's definitely something that you just got to prioritize and just be business about. Like, know when stuff due, stay on top of it, keep notes, and then just, if you don't know, ask. Like, that's what I did. Like, I ain't know something, man. Don't feel like you out here. You better make some definitely connections. Like, if I don't know something, know somebody that knows it. That's the older you get, the more and more that is gonna become true. If I don't know an answer, hey, I can ask my coworker. Vice versa. Like, I don't know, and I don't have no problem asking. Hey, man, or I don't know something. Ask my brother, ask my father, like, ask my mom, ask family. Some people don't understand. You may not have that relationship, but ask somebody. Ask us. Shoot, we got coaches on for the Forgiving Sons. Reach out to us. We'll definitely try and help and serve the best way possible. To make sure nobody out here feeling like they left alone. So, but to answer your question, school can be challenging if you don't prioritize the right things, as well as utilize your time correctly, and ask to connect with other people and ask for help. All right. How did you get offers? Well, I got offers. That's a funny question. I got offers for the school offer me. But nah, I just say that to say, in all seriousness though, I got offers. I think just from the first and foremost, the grace of God. Like, I mean, I am who I am because of God, and because of not even just God, because of Jesus Christ. So first and foremost, that's how I got any offer. That's how I got anything. That's how I am who I am. He did it. So that's how I got offers, for starters. And secondly, I think just from the simple fact you got, again, like, just being yourself, being a person that is seem like you're deserving. Like, I feel like just carrying yourself the right way, making the right decisions, and just being able to be somebody that people feel like, man, hey, this is just a good person. Like, it's gonna go a long way, just being you. Like, just be you. That's how I got offers. I was just being me, totally me, unapologetically me. I was a kid, enjoyed helping people, speaking to everyone, just serving, having a servant heart, not, having my personality, just being myself. And I think coaches, I think teammates, I think people start, your family, everybody they'll believe that offers and stuff, they'll come, and like, that stuff will come, man. And again, like, you do the right things, just live the right way, make the right choices majority of the time. Like, you may get in trouble, your mom might get upset with you or whatever, but at the end of the day, just understanding that you got definitely a grace for your wrongdoings, you repenting for them, stuff like that, man. Just understanding that nothing gonna be given to you. Some people, you may see, you feel like it was, but you just kind of just try and focus on you in particular. Just don't have that mindset that something should be given to you. If it is, that's just a gift from God. But because favor ain't fair. So just be confident and understand that what's for you is for you, and the offers in the play, that's how to come. Like I get got a gift, he'll do it. So just be you. Understand the positive things that you have, and understand the things that you getting pushback on. You know, you can catch some conflict, maybe with how you talk to people, or your behavior or something like that. So understand what you got to change and alter a little bit, so therefore that you can be at peace with people that may have influence on what you're gonna do. So yeah, so that's from a middle school and high school, because you speaking of offers. So middle school and high school, based on what I said, that's how I got offers. Were the workouts hard in college? Workouts weren't to me. So you may hear some other college people, they feel like they'll be like, yeah, them jobs was tough, crazy. But me, I always worked hard though. So like I've always, I mean, you can go back to, you can ask my roommates. One of the very first thing I had them, or I was doing, was I was going running the steps. You can go back, you can ask them. As Mike Williams, Marcus Edmond, DJ Greenlee. You can ask them boys like the wig. One of the first things he did, shoot, hey, I was like, hey man, let's go get some work. Let's go run the hill. We put weight vests on. Like, I just always just been a worker, like hitting steps, doing stuff. You can ask my friends, my homeboys from high school, like, close boys from high school. Like, we got pictures on the steps. Like, I was locked in, like, and I enjoyed it. Like, it wasn't just like I was doing it because I just was trying to do something else. Like, I enjoyed like just working. Like, I felt like that was one of my things, because I just feel like mentally, I just feel like that made you tougher. Like, that just made you feel like you were, putting in the work, you were ready. You know what I'm saying? So I always just been a hard worker. So like when I got to college, I just was like, I took everything like kind of like a challenge. Like I just took it like, this joint ain't gonna defeat me. Like I can do more. You know what I'm saying? Like this joint ain't gonna defeat me. I felt like I knew coaches and them, they put these things in place because they wanted you to tap out. I looked at it like, I'm a man. Hey, no, y'all ain't gonna break me. You know what I'm saying? So like, some coach, and just be lyric. Some coaches like that, some don't. Like they look at that like, you feel like, this program, you above this program or something like that. Nah, I'm not. I just am in a position where, why would I feel like you have broken me? What kind of sense does that make? You know what I'm saying? Because they'll want you to feel like you've been broken. You can take that how you want. They can want you to feel like you've been broken. No, you ain't broke me, Jack. No. In real life, feel like you haven't. You know what I'm saying? You ain't broke nothing about me. Give me some more. And the fact, when you got that mindset, and when you outworking other people, like, yeah, I feel like, I should be playing over them. Yeah, I should be, because I know what I'm doing and I'm outworking them. What else can you say? I'm out here performing. Give me the chance. Give me the chance. And just think about, when you're doing these things, how you personally should be feeling. You in person gonna feel fulfilled. You're gonna feel empowered. You're gonna feel these things. You're gonna continue to, your self-esteem is gonna continue to stay high, and you're gonna continue to have that self-motivation that's necessary to get you through. Even if you don't play, you're gonna continue to feel like that. And your teammates will respect that. Like, they'll see it. The ones that are around you, they'll begin to respect it. They'll see it. You ain't doing nothing to create no hostility. It's all internal. Like, every time they try and do something to break you, you breaking it. Every time they do something to break you, you overachieving. You going above and beyond. Like, so let's just say that to say I kind of stayed on that a little bit, but that'll be a great thing that could take you later on in life as well. You're gonna go to work, you're gonna get fired. They're gonna come in there and create a narrative that's not the case. They're gonna write you off, right? You may have that experience. You see what I'm saying? You just show up one day, they got layoffs, right? I ain't gonna let them break me though. I ain't gonna let them break me. What we got, God? I ain't gonna let them break me. Show up, desk cleared out. Show up, fabricating. You gonna go over here and do the worst job, and everybody else continue to do the easy job. You ain't gonna break me though. I see. You'll see. Right? So yeah. So I like that question. Was it hard to learn the playbook? Number 5, was it hard to learn the playbook? No, it wasn't. I'm speaking from my experience. Some people have been at schools that got some intricate like playbooks. I feel like the more and more you try and get people to start thinking like crazily, like the less effective it is. Like I don't need to be knowing all this other stuff, man. Come on, like what do we need to do? Like what's the job? Like what is the job? You see what I'm saying? So like it wasn't hard to learn my playbook. But at the same time, again, you know, I took the time to learn too. Like and not just I took a little extra time outside of when we were scheduled to do it. Like you'll have scheduled meeting time, stuff like that. So like I took that time to learn it. You know what I'm saying? So that made it easier too. You know, I took that extra time to learn and to you know, put in just that little extra 20, 30 minutes outside on my own just to learn what am I supposed to do? And then, okay, what is person right beside me supposed to do? All right. And then what is the offense trying to do? What can they do if I do this? And we simplify it like that, it ain't hard to learn. It ain't hard to learn. And then at the end of the day, if it's a ball involved, that's what the plays was all around, right? If it's a ball involved, I mean, whatever the ball is supposed to do, if it's basketball is supposed to get in the hoop, that's a play, right? Stop it from getting in the hoop or put it in the hoop, right? If it's a football or the ball, keep it off the ground or put it on the ground, get it in the end zone or catch it, right? Like knock it down, whatever it is, whatever the ball's supposed to do. If it's soccer, I pass it, I need to get in it, I need to score it into the goal. If it's tennis, I need to keep it in the lines. Like the ball, if it's a ball involved, if it's a baseball, I mean, keep it in the pitching box, right? I know it's here. Like, so if it's a ball involved, at the end of the day, the ball is the play. So go get the ball, or keep it from doing what it's supposed to do. Whichever end of the spectrum you're on, put it where it's supposed to be. Keep it from where it's supposed to go. Simple and plain. How did you get a scholarship and make it to college? Again, that kind of goes on the offers things, but like I said, all by the grace of God. That's how I got a scholarship, and like I said, working hard. I mean, I just worked hard, and not even just like I said, worked hard in the field. I had fun, enjoyed it. I played multiple sports. I just let it take care of itself. Just go out there and do your, like I mentioned earlier. If you won 5, 11, whatever sport it is, just do that one. Like just do you. Do your job and do it well. Be you, man. Like again, understand that. Understand what you do well. You do something well. And at the end of the day, if you can learn, you can do well. You can be great. If you know what to do here, then you can go out and do it. Right? I know how to talk because somebody talked to me. I listened, right? And that, like, as you grow up, you just grow to be like that. So it's like, you know, you just think about, you learn how to walk. How you learn how to walk. Like you think about a baby, just think about those things. Like baby just start walking. Like you crawl first, you know what I'm saying? Like you're doing little movements, start crawling, then they stand up and then plop down. You stand up, look at it, flop down, then you're taking a step. Like same thing, man. Like don't overcomplicate it. Just do you and trust God for sure. Trust God, and again, just learn, know what to do, go out there and just do it. Start doing it at a moderate speed, right? Moderate speed, visualize, then being able to do it full speed. Moderate speed, I walk, moderate speed, full speed. Walk it moderately, full. Simple and plain. Repetition. That's it. Then once you start doing that, you start playing fast, you'll make plays. Again, if a ball involved, put it where it's supposed to be, keep it from where it's supposed to go. Offense, defense. Period. All right. Period. Again, unless you're playing golf or something like that. Well, if you golf, you know the angles. Again, a ball involved, put it in the hole. Tee it into the hole. All right. And lastly, what did you do for fun in college? Great question. Excuse me. Like I mentioned, what I did for fun in college, man, I played a lot of video games. Video game will become your best friend. If you ain't got a system, go get one. If you can't get one, holla at us. We'll try and connect with you, get you one. You gotta be part of the fam though. Subscribe, get down with the Forgiving Sons, become a forgiving one. But nah, all serious note, if you can get something like that, yeah. Or if you can find something like start something like a little side pod or something. If you can do whatever you feel like your gift is or what you're interested in, or get involved with something on on campus, student ministry or whatever. Think that'll definitely give you enough, right? Like I was pretty low maintenance, man. I'm pretty still like that. Like I be chilling, dog. Like it don't take a lot for me. Play the game, chill, go get some grub. You know, I highly encourage our young men find you a great young woman, a godly young lady. Uh, you know, that could be, keep you focused. Get you locked in. You ain't out here just out here trying to play around with a bunch of women. Or if you feel like you need that, right? Because the Bible does say that. Like if you feel like you are somebody that is going to struggle with fornication, then you should get connected with a young woman. And again, when I speak to that verse, this is a young woman you should be marrying, right? So just understand that as well. But if not, just on the I guess on the lower end of it, um, get a video game, man, and just be locked in on kind of just find a group of your boys, your roommates, y'all get on there, create a little um, a team or whatever, have headsets and just go gaming, man. And then maybe yeah, maybe go out maybe once or something, but you can't really go out and feel like people, you got people that really don't be liking the fact that you doing what you're doing, really. So, you want to protect yourself as much as possible, and you don't want to be messing around with a lot of other people because, speaking of the gentlemen in particular, you don't want to get yourself in trouble, caught up in the young women. They can you can get in trouble, stuff like that. You hear stories about people waking up the next day and they felt like they was taken advantage of and stuff like that. So all that, man, I'm saying all that to say, when you have fun, find people that go to the rec center, play some pickup basketball with your teammates, with another sport, y'all play pickup, do stuff with other athletes as you kind of do a fellowship of Christian athletes. Just do kind of find, y'all do your own little party or things like that, so game nights or whatever. So yeah, that's what I would say. Let's have fun. Video game, stay locked in with the team, do stuff with them. Or again, um, you know, uh, a young woman that you care about, that you feel like you met. And those are great options as well. But without further ado, that concludes our 2 minute. Appreciate y'all checking out the pod tonight. Glory Sports, man. We appreciate everything that y'all doing to support us. I hope y'all enjoyed it. When we think about it, before we get off, put in the comments like what are some tips you feel like if you're a former athlete or your current athlete, you feel like what you feel like can help you, right? Like put them in there. You think about it yourself. Um, and submit any questions for the next one. Submit some questions for us. It can be anything that you feel like you want to hear the answer to. You feel like you want some insight to. Try my best to answer it, as well as just want to encourage you all to continue to support what we have going on. Our $2 Tuesday efforts. All of our subscribers will engage. You get feedback, comment in the comment section. You automatically enter for a chance to win a $2 payout from the Glory Stories at the beginning of the next live. So just keep that in mind. Again, you must be subscribed to the channel to enter that. And if you want to support those efforts, we can give out to more individuals, so the community more and more in that regard. Or you can head over to the Forgiving Sons, as well as forgivingsons.org, and to donate, as well as you can use the Cash App there as well if you feel like that's your method of giving. But again, all your proceeds and things that go, everything that we're doing here is for the support of the student athletes, Christian student athletes, transitional processes, as well as a holistic, their holistic maturation and support, and as well as you can read about everything else that we do and offer with the Forgiving Sons. In addition to any contribution you'll give, will go to our Season for Giving initiatives that you can read about on the Forgiving Sons as well. And those initiatives, again, one of them in particular is our contribution to the war against situational homelessness. So wanting to provide resources for those individuals, such as how temporary housing, clothing, food, toiletry items, so on and so forth. But those in particular are kind of the main ones that we help and provide. So anything that, any type of support, we'd love to connect with you all. We greatly appreciate it. Appreciate y'all checking us out. Again, faith forward, as we like to say here, keeping the main thing the main thing. Love you all. See you all next time. Peace.